Alright, Ron, kamusta and welcome. We'd like to know how you got into public service in the first place. Ikwento mo na lang sa amin ang iyong journey to public service.
Well, as we all know also, I am a third generation lawyer from a family of lawyers. My grandfather is Attorney Mariano Pugs Perez Jr., dating Pulis Baguio, dati ring konsehal ng Baguio. And my father is Attorney Ronnie Perez. He is the longest serving city secretary of Baguio. And me, Attorney Ron Perez, I started my public service as an SK chairman sa Cabinet Hill Teachers Camp Barangay,
Anong taon yun?
1996.
Okay. Naalala ko pa ang tatay mo eh. So, nung SK ka,
Yun, I
sineryoso mo yung pagiging SK mo?
Oo. Very ang youth doon sa Cabinet Hill. Very active sila. Kaya that makes us na mga younger generations would like to also become part of the SK before.
Nung tinahak mo na itong decision mong maging abogado, syempre you came from a family of lawyers din. Was it an easy choice?
Well, alam mo yung yearbook sa high school, naisulat ko na siya.
Oo.
Kasi syempre from a family of lawyers, they are actually discussing in family gathering, discussing mga issues and other legal concerns. Parang sometimes as a kid, gusto mong pumasok doon sa table to discuss with them. Parang in the future, parang I want to be there.
So, na-foreshadow mo na itong mangyayari sa'yo. Did you ever think you would go into politics?
Well, yun nga, after being an SK, nag-aral ako, tapos I was taken in sa DILG. I entered as the lowest position, clerk 2. Then I worked my way up. Then, alam mo sa government, kailangan mong mag-aral uli for career advancement. Doon na ako nag-law. Kasi marami rin doon naglolo ng mga kaopisina ko. Then, naging abogado ako doon. I was then designated as the Assistant Regional Legal Counsel. Then, linipat ako sa City Field Office as City Legal Counsel. City Hall area na siya. Kaya from that, doon naman ako nakita ng former mayor and Peter Ray Bautista. He took me in as the secretary to the mayor.
So, dito nag-umpisa yung love story nyo ng City Hall.
Oo nga. Pero prior to that, dati, di ba, counsel yung tatay ko. Nandun rin yung mother ko as a staff. Anak ako ng City Hall, yung tumatakbo-takbo doon.
So, nakita mo kung paano magtrabaho ang from the staff of City Hall tsaka yung ating mga nakaupong opisyal noon.
Yes. Nakita ko siya.
Kailan pumasok sa puso mo na gusto mong mahalal?
Well, when I was as the secretary to the mayor, I was given that opportunity to serve and to perform well. Yun nga, nagtandem kami ni mayor and of course si City Ad, Peter Fianza. We manage city affairs. I was also entrusted with sensitive committees. Yung Praise Personal Election Board, Praise Committee, Market Authority, Burnham Park Management Authority. Tapos nung nag-resign yung dating Barangay Affairs Officer, I was also concurrently designated as Barangay Affairs Officer. Kaya parang this honed me into loving public service. And marami pa ang pati Bids and Awards Committee, mga
When
sensitive.
did you start your first bid? Anong taon to?
2010.
2010. You've had how many attempts so far?
Well, nag-refresher na ako. Kaya this is my fourth.
Your fourth. Why do you keep trying?
Yun nga, I don't have really that name recall, but we have that genuine desire to serve the city. Pero it's really difficult when you come from a family who is not actually into, I mean, yun nga ang sinasabi nating
Oo.
name recall. Ang hirap. And yun nga,
Pero you've been doing it for this is your fourth. So
yes.
there must be something driving you to keep wanting to serve. Why do you think the city council would be ready for an Attorney Ron Perez now?
Well, because of my extensive public service from the ILG, secretary to the mayor, most of them are executive in nature. And we are implementing laws. And I saw how the government works, the bureaucracy, and every nitty-gritty on how to govern. Then we need council support or legislative support for executive actions. Kasi nga, di ba, we are only there to implement what is being enacted by City Council. I would like to be part of the legislative for us to really, what's that now? To make responsive laws. Meaning, responsive to the needs of the
Ano sa tingin
citizenry.
mo ang, I'm sure nakaisip ka na ng mga batas na pwede mong gawin. And from your stint in local government as an employee and basing from your past experiences, ano sa tingin mo ang kailangan nating batas na pwede mong iambag?
Well, yun, ang isa rin na pwedeng gawin doon sa City Council is the reorganization of the offices of the city, the departments, and all. Yes, in my stay doon sa secretary to the mayor, I have learned that only a portion or like say 60% of the employees or the entire workforce are actually working.
Ito
Diba?
yung
Parang-
napansin mo.
parang
Hindi
yung
ba
iba,
magagalit sa'yo yung mga
fif-
kinalakihan mong tao sa City Hall?
Yung
Pag
mga
sinabi mong
nag-alaga sa
ganyan?
akin. Hindi, kasi parang yun nga, kailangan natin i-streamline sila, i-rationalize ang kanilang position, and yung mga iba naman na parang they don't seem to be growing and not enjoying their work there, you could give them a very good retirement benefits for them to use the same kung doon sa passion nila. Kung
So,
gusto
sa
nila ng
tingin mo,
farming,
ito
gusto
yung
nila ng ano.
kakailangan din natin sa City Hall to be
Isa
able
lang yun
to
na napansin ko.
optimize
Yun,
ang
optimize services.
ating services and work. What is your advocacy? Ngayong napipinto na nga itong ating halalan, ano nga ba ang nabuo mong advokasya?
Well, I have been running under the advocacy on education. Kasi I believe that the education is our weapon or tool against poverty. Kasi yun nga, I have been the president of the PTA. I have been member of the school board because of my function as federation president of the 67 public elementary and high school. I have been with DepEd on several occasions. I saw that we have a great need for us to improve the quality of education para kasi naniniwala ako sa isang pamilya may nakaaral lang yan at nakatapos, they can bail out yung family nila sa poverty.
So paano papasok ang role ng konseho dito sa edukasyon? What can the council do in terms of education?
Well, we have this local school board. If you are a chairman of the Committee on Education doon, you will be automatic member there. And as member, you are to manage the special education fund, on managing it, on how to be responsive also to improve the quality of education. Tapos, scholarships.
Scholarships.
Yan. Tapos, ano pa ba yung mga pwede nating gawin dyan sa education?
Marami pa ba sa
Facilities.
ating mga kababayan sa Baguio ang hindi makapag-aral based on the ground research that you've had?
Well, we have a great public elementary and high school. And of course, I have special mention for the special programs nga. On science, arts, journalism, sports, yan mga yan is really a good program to start. Ang nagiging concern natin sa college.
Dito na nagkakaroon ng problema. So maraming hindi nakakaangat papunta sa kolehiyo.
Yes. It's a good thing meron rin itong K-12 natin na when they graduate from this K-12 program, they are equipped to work already. Pero iba talaga yung college education na sinasabi natin.
So dito mo sa tingin tayo pwedeng tumulong through various programs para makatungtong sa kolehiyo ang ating kabataan.
Yes, yes.
You've hacked your way into a lot of political parties through the years. What makes your political party now the best choice?
Well, when I joined the Good Governance Alliance, the time I joined GGA, it has been a blessing. Parang ganun. I have seen the very big difference from the parties that I have been through. And
What's the biggest difference? Yung talagang ramdam na ramdam mo, ay iba to, kaya nandito ako ngayon.
yung desire of mayor to help us to
As
be
candidates.
part of the as the city as an official.
Hindi ba ramdam dati?
Ramdam naman, may mga tulong talaga, sincere rin yung tulong, pero as of this time, aligned yung programs with the mayor, lalo yung good governance, anti-corruption, and all of these mga sa amin, mga young candidates, very idealistic kami. And we see something in mayor that we would like really to be part of.
How does your idealism work for you and against you, do you think?
Well, yun nga, being very ideal the first time, the early part of me running, it has worked negatively kasi ang sabi nila, bata pa yan, and all, di ba, parang ganon, dito muna tayo sa mga kilala na natin na dati. Kaya that became part of my setback. Pero yun nga, the mayor is even telling na kailangan natin ng kabataan kasi bright ideas and very enthusiastic in really being part of local governance.
Do you think Baguio City is ready for a new generation of politicians because this election now is pitting new names against our tried and tested elders?
Well, hopefully this time around, because I have heard the change all, the bago naman long before, but it has not materialized as yet. But this time around, per our initial rounds with the stakeholders, they have that strong clamor for change. And for us to be effective catalyst of change, yun nga, yung mga bago naman talaga and kabataan.
Ano sa tingin mo yung change na hinahanap ng ating mga tao?
Well, yun, they have tried yung mga datihan na and they have been parang bumabalik na rin in some way or another. Parang ngayon, it seemed na nag-stagnate na yung development natin as a city and bright ideas.
When we talk about development, maraming proyekto ngayon na hinahain sa ating syudad. Do you have a stand on our market issue?
Well, as far as our market issue is concerned, it
Very
has been
sensitive topic.
yes, it has been a long-standing issue during our time doon as my stint as secretary to the mayor. Nandyan na yan. There is a strong clamor for development of the market. Yun lang yung paraan on how to develop. We are all in agreement that we would like to develop the market. But doon lang tayo nagkakaroon ng concern sa patakaran on how to develop the market. Pero nandun yun na gusto nating lahat. Pero we have we have to take the best way, the best avenue for us to really develop the market. We have tried itong Uniwide. I was one negotiating with them to make parcels of improvement sa market. Lalo nung nasunugan yung Block 3 and 4, we were the ones negotiating with them before. And yun nga, na-stalemate tayo because of the court cases doon. We don't want that to happen. Pero nung nagawa natin yung Block 3 and 4, parang nakita nila, uy, pwede palang gumanda pa ang ating palengke. And naiiwan na tayo in terms of market development sa ating neighboring
So kumbaga, we're in the brink of development for our market. Nakakatalo na lang tayo sa mode kung paano.
Yes.
Anong masasabi mo ngayon sa congestion fee?
Well,
Dahil ito, pinagdedebatihan na to, ha?
it has been explained sa atin that it is merely a proposal. And I have heard the side of the proponent and also some stakeholders and tayong mga taga-Baguio. Meron pa tayong mga close friend dyan na sinasabi, pagbabayarin mo ang taga-Baguio, ang dami nilang clamor. But I think they are just misinformed that this is just a proposal and it is a part and parcel of a bigger thing that will happen. Maaayos lahat ang ating transport system, maaayos lahat ang ating, yan nga, yung mga concerns nating on traffic, bago ma-implement kung ano man yung nakasaad doon. And it is not yet enforceable naman because it has to pass through a lot of process. And yun nga, i-improve muna yung ating system and you will realize na parang wala rin lang palang it's not much of a fuzz kung sakali kasi yun nga, you will see some improvements once it is explained well sa iyo. And that is what we would like sana, that it will reach the common tao, the constituent of Baguio, on how this will be implemented, yung ating Smart Urban Mobility Project.
So dalawang project ito na talagang contested and debatable, and it's becoming a campaign issue. So still proposals and still in a wait and see stage. Now that we are on malapit na ang ating election, I will give you the floor to tell our viewers on why they should vote for an Attorney Ron Perez.
Well, I have really presented myself as a candidate several tries already because I really believe that I would like to serve. I would like to offer myself through service sa city of Baguio. Being a Baguio, true blue Baguio boy, I would like really to have a part in public service. My extensive experience in the executive has equipped me with enough knowledge and skill para I could be an effective fiscalizer sa city council, and I could, because of me being a lawyer also, I could craft laws and ordinances that are actually responsive to the needs of the city, especially in trying times and other concern. Sometimes we would like to bring back the old Baguio, retro development ang sinasabi nila. Pero we could not really stop this development, but we could really safeguard it so as to protect the interest of the city.
Okay, maraming salamat, Attorney Ron. 30 sa balota, Ron Perez. Maraming salamat sa oras mo.
Thank you, Malen.